It is now officially 2025. I hope everyone had a good holiday season. Whether you celebrate Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate, I hope everyone had a good holiday season. And I hope everyone had a good new year. We're ranking the divisions worst to best. This is my second end of the year MMA list. Once again, the Megalodon MMA Awards. I got 2 more lists coming out. I don't want to overdo it with the lists. And then we're back to variety. So I know people are dying for the variety. Anyway, let's get into it. Ranking the divisions, worst to best. Yeah, let's get a clap going. Okay, anyway, first division I'm ranking heavyweight. Everyone knows heavyweight is probably the worst division ever. Not ever. Right now and last year, I think it was a tie. I'm gonna cross-reference this with my other list, but I think it was a tie between heavyweight and flyweight. Last year, I think I put flyweight down as the worst. This one takes cake. This one's like handedly the worst one. John Jones is stalling. Homeboy was like, I'm gonna retire after Stipe. Decided not to retire, and now he's just like, I'm gonna vacate the belt. I don't want to fight Aspinall. I'm gonna fight Payton instead, bro. But there's good news. There's apparently rumors that they are gonna fight Tom Aspinall and John Jones, which helps the division, but not enough to get it out of the bottom spot. After Tom Aspinall versus John Jones, what's next? John Jones is probably going to retire. Aspinall is probably going to beat Jones. And then what's next? Tom has already beat Curtis Blades. He's already beat Volkov, and Volkov just got robbed. So I'm assuming Cyril Gane's going to be next, but he just broke his toe, so I don't know how long that's going to take. So if not Cyril Gane, he already beat Volkov. He already beat Pavlovich. He already beat Blades. Maybe Jailton Almeida. That's the only person he hasn't really fought, but Jailton Almeida is not even close to title contention. So I have no idea what's next. Like I said, it's so shallow that Curtis Blades is fighting a Dana White Contender Series signee. I think that was confirmed like a while ago. It's ridiculous. When I saw that, I was like, wow, this is the most shallow and worst division. We got the fucking Apex heavyweights, the fucking copy and paste fucking heavyweights that just the big fat tubby ones. That's what we have. That's what we have. The only one who's kind of made it out was Marcin Tybura, but Tom Aspinall already beat him. So I don't know. Maybe a contender will come out of nowhere and save this division. But we're gonna need like a few contenders to save this division. I feel like just old heads running the heavyweight division. Anyway, worst fucking division. On to the next one, which is no surprise, but it is flyweights. Kind of similar to the heavyweight. It's very shallow, not very much people. Pantoja kind of already cleared it out a little bit. Like okay, we'll get to that in a second. But is Manel Kape next up? I don't think so. I think they confirmed Manel Kape's going to fight someone else. I forgot who it was. I'll put it on the screen. But he's going to fight someone else, and I think Kai Kara France is going to fight Royval. Or is Manel Kape fighting Royval? Someone's fighting Royval. But I think Kai Kara France should just get the shot. He's already beat Royval. Beat fucking Moreno. He beat Steve Erceg. He beat Kai Asakura, who was debuting, which I feel like is kind of disrespectful. Just give it to Kai Kara France. He got robbed by Amir Abaji. So just give it to him. I don't know why. I feel like that's the only one that makes sense. Maybe a Manel Kape fight too. But that's it. I mean, there's a reason why Pantoja called out Demetrius Johnson. There's no one for him to fight. What are you going to do, man? It's like the heaviest division is hard to find good competition. Lower division is hard to find good people as well. And Pantoja is just clearing everyone out. I wouldn't be surprised if he moved up and fought the winner of Umar and Merab. That would be cool. But that leaves his division in a weird spot. Now they're going to have an interim. People are going to have to be worthy of an interim. Right now, I don't even know who is worthy of a title shot. Well, Kai Kara France. And maybe Manel Kape. I don't know. He sells the pay-per-view, so they might do it, but I don't think he deserves it. Maybe one more win. Kai Kara France has been deserving of it, I feel like. Like I said, that Amir Abazi fight was bullshit. So, and then, like, it's gotten so bad in this division that Figgy is talking about coming down again. Figgy, don't do it, bro. We know you the weight cut is horrible on you. You're not the same that you used to be. Just stay at bantamweight, you know. But yeah, that's kind of it. I feel like the the resurgence of, because when Manel Kopp lost against Makayev, we kind of were like, okay, Manel Kopp isn't that guy, and now he could potentially be that guy. Kai Kara-France is that guy. Those are the only fresh faces that are even worthy of fighting Pantoja, so maybe that's the only thing that keeps it above heavyweight. Besides that, it's just barren. Next division is light heavyweight. I don't remember what position it was at in my previous list, but I know I feel like it might be around the same. Light heavyweight is kind of barren. There is no real contenders. Johnny Walker is not going to fight for a title. Nikita Krylov, I don't know when the last time he fought was. He already beat Yuri twice. If Jamal Hill beats Yuri, he's going to beat Jamal twice. Rakic isn't even in contention. If Jan Blachowicz can beat Carlos Olberg, then we can have that rematch. That first fight, I think that was the hardest fight. Outside of the Adesanya fights, that was the hardest fight at light heavyweight division for Pereira. So I would like to see that rematch. As preferably not at altitude, because those guys clearly gassed. But yeah, I think it'll be interesting. So far, Jan Blachowicz was the only one who could take him down and hold him. Like, maybe he wasn't, like, damaging him, but he was, like, working his way into dominant positions, trying to get a submission. Maybe threw a few punches there, you know? So that's the only thing that's keeping it interesting with Pereira, because after Magomed Ankalaev, what's next? If Magomed Ankalaev beats Pereira, I feel like that opens up the division more, because you get interesting fights like Magomed and Yuri, or Jan Blachowicz and Yuri. Jan Blachowicz and Magomed can rematch. And then Jamal Hill hasn't fought Magomed Ankalaev either. So I feel like if Magomed wins, best case scenario, opens up the division. I say no rising contenders because there isn't really anyone. Maybe Dominic Reyes, but I don't see him getting in title contention anytime soon. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And then kind of Pereira is carrying the division, bro. 3 belts Pereira. He's so hyped. But I feel like this whole Magomed thing is making people turn on Pereira. So hopefully they get that figured out soon. Because I love my boy Pereira. I don't want people to turn on him. I think he's a good dude. Anyway, next division. Bantamweight. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. My last list, I said Bantamweight was the best division. And now it's like, it moved down like 4 spots. I don't know how many spots. But Petr Yan, Umar, and Merab are kind of carrying the division. Because Umar is going to fight Merab. And Petr Yan beat Figgy, beat Song Yadong. So that's it. So now he's back in title contention. Figgy helps a little bit. I put that right there. Helps the title scene a little bit because now there's fresh blood there. But Merab hasn't really beaten anyone besides Jose Aldo, who's probably not going to fight for a title anytime soon. Henry Cejudo and Petr Yan. Like, those are like the 3 people in the title contention potentially who Merab has beaten. So we could get if Merab were to win against Umar, we could get the Petr Yan rematch. Henry Cejudo is probably not going to fight for a title anytime soon. Homeboy takes forever to fucking fight. And Jose Aldo's not going to get a title soon. But if Merab wins, you get the Petr Yan rematch. Give Corey Sandhagen his fucking shot finally. You got the fucking Sean O'Malley rematch. You got a bunch of fights from Merab. I think it helps a little bit, but it is very top heavy. And there's no real clear contenders outside of the top 5 to 6. Everyone's in a weird limbo. Like, Corey Sandhagen still needs 1 fight. Petr Yan has to wait till this fight plays out. Sean O'Malley is going to be out for a while. Marlon Vera isn't even close to the fucking title scene. Henry Cejudo isn't even close to the title scene. Like, all these guys are in a weird spot. And Mario Batista, clearly not. He beat Jose Aldo boringly. And is probably not going to make a name for himself in the title scene. I feel like people were way too fucking pissed about that fucking fight. Jose Aldo beat Martinez. So Martinez isn't really going to go up there anytime soon. And obviously Jose Aldo, I don't know what he's doing. I don't know if he's going to continue fighting or if he's just like, side gig kind of shit, you know? So, I don't know. It's a weird division. Like I said, it was stacked. Like with O'Malley. Excuse me. O'Malley being champion, that opened it up for Merab. And then that opened it up for Petr Yan rematch and all that shit. But right now, it's really weird. It's a weird division. A lot of people are in weird spots. Like I said, everyone's in a weird limbo besides Petr Yan. And yeah, I feel like because O'Malley said he was going to be out for a year, right? So if he comes back after a year, do you think he's just going to get an immediate shot at whoever the champion is? No, he might need another fight, but will O'Malley be okay taking another fight? I don't know. We'll see. Like I said, this division was the peak last list, but now it's just something. I don't even know. Anyway, next division, featherweight. I think this was third or second on my previous list, and I think it's third now. But the reason why I put it in this spot is because Ilya was being weird about how he wants to move up to lightweight, how he doesn't want to defend the title anymore. But then this could have been because he got so much hate for it, but he was like, oh no, I'm not leaving the division. I'm like, fucking bullshit. But if he is planning on leaving the division, it kind of leaves, if he were to leave and vacate the title, it kind of hurts the division, because whoever becomes champion never really beat Ilya. And then what Max is going to, because Max went up to 155, but now that Ilya's gone, is Max going to go back to 145? Like, it's weird. If Ilya were to just vacate, it's just going to be weird. There's going to be holes in the division because he did that. Whoever gets the championship is going to be a fake champ, or people are going to say he's a fake champ. So it almost like delegitimizes the division if he were to leave. Anyway, but Diego Lopez and Movsar Evloev are potential up-and-comers who could fight for the title. And maybe Lerone Murphy is coming up. That's like a fresh face. So, and Ilya already beat Max Volk, the two GOATs of the division. But he hasn't beat Lopez. He hasn't beat Movsar. He already beat Josh Emmett. So, like, if these people keep coming up, maybe Giga Chikadze, Giga Chad, bro. Maybe he could finally make a name for himself and actually move up instead of trying to avoid the Calvin Kattar fight like he did last time. But anyway, Giga Chikadze has improved himself a little bit, but he's still in the mix. So, you know, it's a weird division right now. I guess we'll wait and see, but right now it's like in a weird spot. So I think this is the third one, if I'm not mistaken. Next up, it is the fourth one. It was the fourth one. This is the third one. Welterweight. I remember on my previous list, it was towards the bottom, and now I think this is third place. People might get mad at me for that, like, what, bro, really? Welterweight, bro? These bitches don't want to fight. Hear me out. This is going to sound crazy. I know people like to hate Bilal. I like to jump on the jokes a little bit too. But my boy Bilal has freshened up the division and actually wants to fight. When we had fucking Leon Edwards as a champion, bro fought like once in a century, bro. He fucking won it off Kamaru Usman, fought Kamaru Usman, took forever to schedule the Colby fight, finally got the Colby fight, took forever to schedule this Bilal fight, finally got the Bilal fight. Thankfully, Bilal won the title, and then he wanted to fight Shavkat. He was ready to fight Shavkat until he got that bone infection. So shout out Bilal. He even said in his post-fight interview after he won the belt, he was just like, I want to fight, I want to prove my worth to the UFC, I want to be that guy, I want to be a fighting champion, I want to be active. So shout out Bilal. The slander is funny. I agree, it's funny. But we got to put respect on Bilal's name, bro. We got to remember the name, bro. Remember the name now, bro. Unlike those security guards, they didn't even know he was a champion. Conor McGregor had a field day with that. Anyway, but also, Ian Gary, Joaquin Buckley, JDM, and Sean Brady are all exciting, and they all could potentially move up, fight each other, fight in to compete for a title shot. That helps the division a lot. And my last bullet point, where the fuck is Kamaru Usman? I think if Kamaru Usman were to come back, that would help a lot, because I feel like he's almost gatekeeping his ranking in the division. Homeboy hasn't fought since last year, since that one fucking Hamzat short notice fight. And before that, when did he even fight? The loss against Leon Edwards? Homeboy's taken forever. I mean, he's already proven himself. He's one of the greatest champions. Probably the second greatest welterweight ever. But what are you doing right now, bro? Like, just abandon your ranking or whatever. Fight someone, give them a chance to get to your ranking. And then it helps open up the division. Because we all like Kamaru Usman. We want to see him fight. If he were to fight Joaquin Buckley, because Joaquin Buckley called him out, that would be awesome. I'd be so excited. And then if that also gives Buckley an opportunity to get into the title scene. But if he doesn't do that, what the fuck? Then you're just gatekeeping. Not everyone can't just fight Leon Edwards. Leon Edwards is apparently going to fight someone next year. I don't know who. But It's just weird. And if Leon Edwards, I heard there was a rumor that Leon Edwards was going to fight Jorge Masvidal. If they were doing that, what the fuck? Why? I get it's like there's a storyline there. But what about all these guys? Gary, Buckley, JDM, Brady. Who are they going to fight to get a chance, to get into, like, the top 3? Because I'm pretty sure the top 3... Let's see if I can do this off the top of my head. I think it's Shavkat at 3 or 2. And then Kamaru Usman. And then Leon Edwards. Like, if Shavkat's already going to fight for the title. But then if Leon Edwards is fighting Jorge Masvidal and Usman doesn't want to fight anyone. So it's just like 4 through 6 just going to fight each other until to prove themselves that they deserve a title shot. Gatekeeping motherfuckers. Anyway, I feel like that hurts it a little bit. These guys don't want to fight these young up-and-comers for some reason. The old guard doesn't want to fight the new guard. And it hurts the division a little bit. But Bilal helps it. And with the Shavkat and Ian Gary fighting each other, that might have been a snooze fest, but it helps. And like these guys are willing to fight each other. Colby Covington coming back and fighting Joaquin Buckley helps out the division too. And now Colby Covington wants to fight. I don't know. I don't remember who he said he wanted to fight. But he wants to fight someone else. And if these guys just keep fighting, it helps the division a lot. And that's good. Welterweight used to be so annoying. But now it's like ramping up. It's getting exciting. It could be the best division by the end of this year, 2025. Anyway, enough talking. Next up, we have lightweight division. A lot of people have been saying that lightweight has been the best division, but I always believed that it was very top heavy. In my last list, I think I mentioned that. But now it's different. Because now we have these people fighting. We have fighter resurgences. We have up-and-comers. Hanata Moicano. Paddy Pimblett's actually moving up. Fuck yeah, dude. Dan Hooker came back out of nowhere, bro. Dan Hooker looked like the Dan Hooker of old. So that helps the division too. So lightweight is looking good. That's all I can say right now. Lightweight is looking really fucking good. And with Arman fighting Islam, the rematch, as you can see by my first bullet point, is the champ losing aura? Like, usually we're like, Islam wins. Like, with the Dustin Poirier fight, we were just like, oh, he's going to beat him worse than Khabib beat him. But then it was a war. I was like, oh, maybe Islam's still good, but it looks like he's beatable, if that makes sense. So if Arman Sarukian has improved enough, he could potentially take the belt off of Islam, and that opens it up. It opens it up for a Charles Oliveira rematch. Islam's a contender again. Justin Gaethje could probably take a crack at Arman. Like, all these things it excites the division more. It's always been exciting. Like, there's always been really good high skill level fucking fights. But now I feel like it's like a well-oiled machine. Like, before it was like rusty and like break it down because all the old heads were at the top, didn't want to fight these young people. But now we got more open people. I think Justin Gaethje is going to fight Dan Hooker. That's going to be a good fight. I'm pretty sure Dan Hooker's down to fight anyone. So if he beats Justin Gaethje and Justin Gaethje retires, Hanata Moicano, all these guys, like Paddy Pimblett coming up, I'm pretty sure more than Dan Hooker would be more than happy to welcome them into the top 5. So, and then the Mateusz Gamrot and the Fiziev experiment didn't work out, but maybe they could come back. Maybe they can make a comeback. So yeah. But yeah, I think the division is pretty exciting so far. It's not very top heavy anymore. These old heads might retire soon. Oliveira still looks like he's going well. And fucking what's his name? Chandler's back. Dariush is gonna fight Hanata Moicano soon. I think Moicano's gonna win that. So if anything, that helps because a new star is coming up. But if Benny Dariush beats him, then Dariush has more momentum and potentially could get his title shot. But anyway. Next up, and I think this is the final division, if I am not incorrect. If I'm correct, I should have said that was retarded. Anyway, it is middleweight. They went from second place in my last list to first place now. I feel like we can all agree on this. This division's crazy lately. We got contender Adesanya back. We got him fighting these up-and-comers, fighting Nasruddin Imavov. Robert Whittaker, we don't know what he's going to do next, but I think he should fight Bohayo. That would be a fucking awesome fight, and it gives Bohayo a chance to get into the fucking rankings. And then we also got Hamzat in there now. who I think should have gotten the title shot over Strickland. Whatever. I'm not a matchmaker, bro. I don't run the UFC, okay? That's just what I think. I feel like a lot of fans can agree with that. But yeah, so that's cool. And then also, I'd say rising prospects out of the top 10. We got my boy, Fluffy Hernandez. Anthony Hernandez, bro. That guy looks like a beast. I cannot wait. I think he's like 14 or 13 ranked. I cannot wait to see this guy fight some more and get up there, because I feel like he'll cause a lot of problems for people. His pace is ridiculous. I feel like it's almost similar to like Dricus's pace, because Dricus just keeps going, throws so much, grapples so much. He just kind of throws himself at people. I know he looked a little gassed down the Adesanya fight, but he still keeps going. And that's kind of the same with Anthony Hernandez, except I don't think I've ever seen him like gas out like Dricus did. He's almost like Khabib Marab of the middleweight division. With this suffocating pressure, he drowns these people. He keeps pushing the pace. Look what he did to Michel Pereira. Shit was awesome. And then he fought who else? Fucking Roman Kopylov. Fraud checked him. Well, he didn't fraud check him. They were both like unranked. Anyway, but yeah, Roman Kopylov is there, and I still feel like he could make a name for himself and get in the rankings. Shara Bullet is now ranked. I think he's 14 or 15. MVP is going to fight Shara Magomedov, so that's cool. And now we got MVP in the fucking middleweight division. And then Reiner de Ritter is here fighting Kevin Holland. So we got like a nice pool of freshness over here, bro. We got some fresh meat coming in here, trying to fight to get to the top of the rankings. That's what we want to see. We want to see movement in the division. And then we potentially could get Jared Cannonier in the mix, because I know his Nasruddin Imavov fight had a weird ending, but he got destroyed against Ohio, so maybe he can come back. Who knows? Marvin Vettori, I don't know. I feel like he's on his way out. Hasn't fought in a while. And he's always been kind of mid. I don't think he's ever been like championship material. Jack Hermanson isn't really doing anything. And what's his name? The guy that Joe Pyfer. Joe Pyfer can still come up. We got Bo Nickel. So yeah, you know, there's some good movement. There's a lot of people there willing to take the throne, man. So that's exciting. That's what we want to see in a division. That is why middleweight takes the cake. Hats off to you. I'm not going to take my hat off, but like salute middleweight division. Let's go back through the rankings so you guys can know. Middleweight is the best division, in my opinion. Lightweight is the second best. Third is welterweight. Fourth is featherweight. Bantamweight is fifth. Sixth is light heavyweight. Seventh is flyweight. And last, and definitely least, is heavyweight. I don't know what they're going to do with this division, fellas. I really don't know. Like, if they're so desperate for contenders that Curtis Blaydes has to fight a guy that just signed from the Dana White Contender Series, that is saying something. He may have had, like, other promotion wins or whatever, but look what happened with Kaya Sakura. Clearly, those other divisions aren't built like the UFC. That is my video. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Like, subscribe, do whatever the fuck you want, you know what I'm saying? But please, let me know in the comments. Sir, please, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Dashy fans. But anyway, yeah. Thank you guys for watching. I have probably 2 more lists. End off the Miguel Don MMA Awards. And then I have variety stuff coming out. So if you guys have been begging for more variety, you guys tired of the MMA stuff, I got you. We got more shit coming, bro. Anyway, thank you guys. Like I said, hope you guys had a great holiday season. And here's to the new year.